Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Kennedy. Find some fresh air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. That's good. He's got space. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time in late in the season.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
The sure hands, it's not. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Using his feet to buy time. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass hits complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these three safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
They'll leave it with him. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got the first down. Looking for more. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Love the work by the running back on that drop play. He sold like he was going to be pass blocking. At the last second, got the handoff, and right away put his foot in the ground to get upfield.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. There's the pressure. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are. And so
lets it fly deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
this defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Scrambling away. Slings it downfield. On target to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback extends the play. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Back has it. Got a little space. He's loose. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. Oh, and the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Kansas State has it, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Grabs it in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get them all back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Kennedy. Back open in the middle. He breaks a tackle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll set up to throw. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Kansas State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Creates a little room. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Looking to throw for it. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Grab behind the line. It's Knox. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
This time he's got it.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Back to the ground with the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Punt is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. You always hear about guys in practice who run into the end zone no matter what. That's what's happening here. They'll go to the end zone, but there are flags on the field, and this one's coming back. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium. A place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. By 7 to Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Kennedy. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Off the RPO, full right, looking for the change. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I read that too. You lucky he's slow as shit.
You got the win. Everything's in hand. Be a little bit conservative.
I fucking read that bullshit, man.
Say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Kansas State, 31, Michigan State.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The quick out. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Intercepted to stop the threat.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's in open space downfield. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Fires left. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Turns it loose deep. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.